Yo, 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 this is not Tony Flagon. This is me, Herman. Welcome, welcome. So, we're going to play some Gen 8 Ubers again today, and we're going to use one of the sort of fun team I built around a Zekrom sweep. So, first is sort of the quote-unquote bulk of the team. We have Yveltal, specially defensive, with U-turn, roost, defog, and knockoff. It's our defogger, as well as just a great answer to a lot of special threats, except for Xerneas, of course. But other Yveltal, Eternatus, etc. Next, we have physically defensive Skarmory. It is UU, but it's great. I really like it against Zacian right now, and also in some cases Groudon. It can die to Wild Charge, of course, but we have ways to mitigate the damage if that happens. Finally, our sort of last quote-unquote bulky Pokemon, or something that's going to take hits. Well, it's not going to take any hits. It's Shed Ninja here. Shed Ninja is great against Kyogre and Xerneas, and just a lot of things that don't hit Ghost, Bug for super effective. So pretty great mon right here. Heavy duty boots has been amazing for this thing. You know that it doesn't have to worry about hazards. And in Ubers and like in OU, you don't see a lot of T-Tar, not a lot of sand, not a lot of hail. So this thing tends to live. And we got Toxic to catch incoming Yveltals, and some setup, including and some priority, so that we can't just be stalled out. Oh yeah, one more thing this is great for is Zygarde. Zygarde with just 1,000 arrows can't touch this thing, and while it can set up, you can also set up, and you'll eventually beat it. I think, at least it'll become a PP war. I don't know. So finally, so here's our first sort of offensive Pokemon of the team, even though that Shed Ninja has Sword Dance. This is Zekrom. This is what we're going to try and sweep with. We are running Life Orb for the power, and also because we have Roost, we can sort of mitigate taking too much damage with this thing by just roosting it off. So we got Dual Stab. I like Fusion Bolt over Bolt Strike because I like hitting my moves. So when Zekrom would run Hone Claws before this gen, it would run Bolt Strike because it would increase its accuracy. But now that it gets access to Dragon Dance due to TM in this gen, yeah, we're not going to be running Hone Claws. We can boost our speed. And we're running Jolly Nature because at +1 we outrun Calyrex, which is base 150, and you don't do that when you're adamant. But still, great attack stat, decent bulk, amazing. I've had a lot of fun with this mod. And then we have the two trappers here. We have Shadow Tag Wobbuffet. So Wobbuffet now, while not listed as an Uber, Shadow Tag is only allowed in the Ubers tier. And what I want this guy to do is to come in on something that could check Zekrom, say like a Necrozma, and tickle it to lower its defense. Then the Wobbuffet dies, and then Dugtrio comes in and cleans it up because its defenses are low. So this Dugtrio set I've really been liking because it's reasonably fast. It's good at revenge killing Zacian. Edgequake is good coverage. Shadow Claw for Calyrex and maybe Mewtwo. And Aerial Ace for Pheromosa, which you see, but rarely. But this one shots Pheromosa. Alright, so let's get a battle. And I'm going to get onto my the account we were on last time. So I'll pause the video and then we'll be right back. Alright, we're back. We got a game, looks like it's against Sticky Web, which is not great for this team. So Kieran White is a big threat because it's one, it gets a fire move to hit Shedinja, and two, gets an ice move to hit a Veltal. Hopefully I can trap it, I think with Wob and Mirror Coat it. Then this guy just has a bunch of threats. Jeez. But I think what we're going to lead with is Yveltal, I believe? Yeah, I think so. Because he's going to lead with Shuffle. And so first let's knock this thing off. Yep, Mental Herb. That tends to be what they run. Alright. Let's try and get rid of these hazards. Oh man, that's annoying. We don't really need this for much, except for dealing with this thing. I'm kind of okay with him getting rocks up, but Sticky Web less so. So we'll just go with rocks up, and then we'll go from there. I kind of want my Zekrom to be fast enough, and yeah, and I want my Dugtrio to be able to revenge kill things. So it looks like he's probably Scarf Water Spout. So we're gonna go into this, and we're gonna click Toxic. And I just realized that Yveltal is a very big problem for this team right now because I lost my own Yveltal. I don't think he understands how Shedinja works, and now he does. But I think we're gonna have to switch into our. So I imagine he's going into Yveltal here. It's the only thing that really makes sense. I'm pretty sure Calyrex can't touch this. I doubt he'd go into Kieran White, although if he did, that'd be bad. So I'm going to go into Zekrom here. It goes into Zacian. So I'm guessing this thing has a Crunch. So we're going to do what we do with this team, and we're going to go into Skarm. He has Fire Fang. He's running Rain and Fire Fang. That seems like a bit of a nombo. Oh, whoa. Oh, that's not good. Heck. I did not think that would kill. Oh, yeah, because Rain ran out. But now, so, usually like these things have taken a little bit of damage before I trap them, because otherwise I can't trap them with Dugtrio, because Dugtrio is really weak and can't kill. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tickle this, and now it should be, and Dugtrio should be able to trap it. But yeah, Fire Fang Zacian. I wonder, I guess for Ferrothorn? I mean, it does get close combat, but I guess, I don't know, Kyogre is maybe walled a bit by Ferrothorn. So he wants Fire Fang. But we're going to trap this thing. And if he goes into a Yveltal, I'm probably going to try and Dragon Dance up with Zekrom. If he goes into Kieran White, I'm probably going to stay in and try to get as much damage as I can. And if he goes into the other two, Shedinja should wall them pretty completely. So here comes a Yveltal. Ugh. It looks Life Orb. Dragon Claw. Okay. Well, I haven't seen that before. Yeah, that is a thing. So, yeah, we might just die this. So the question is, do I think it has Sucker Punch? And I can check once because, yeah, the Dragon Claw only did 61, so I'm going to Roost here. Nice, nice, nice. Now I gotta fusion bolt this thing. Wow, this thing is a giant problem. The problem is I'm probably not gonna be able to take out Calyrex in one, because that thing is supremely bulky. Well, let me see, 459, 306. So this is a speed tag. I guess we're just gonna go for it. We are jolly. I'm not sure why he's doing this. Yep, and we knock it out. So let's see the calc on Calyrex. I was doing this earlier. So Life Orb and +1. Yeah, that does not do enough to even just max HP Calyrex. Yeah. Ooh, So I'm a little scared of the Kyurem being... So we could switch to Shedinja, probably wall this thing, and then you'd switch to Kyurem. I couldn't one-shot it. It would probably one-shot me because of its ability. It has like Mold Breaker. And then where would I be? Probably not in a great position, but maybe if I'm not +1, I can do half. No, not really. So I think the thing to do here is click Fusion Bolt and pray. Yeah, it did do enough. It's probably max HP. Ooh, but he goes for Trick Room. That was a big mistake. Because now I think his Zekrom's going to be faster, slower, whatever. Or it's Kyurem, not his Zekrom. He doesn't have a Zekrom. I have a Zekrom. So if this thing is max speed, my Zekrom's going to be faster under Trick Room. And I'm guessing I'm faster than this under Trick Room. Because, oh, we get a crit. That probably mattered because I'm a Shedinja and we win the game. Whoa. Some game there. With Fire Fang Zacian. And Dragon Claw Yveltal. And I don't see that much. But let's get another one. And yep, we got one immediately. Okay, so this guy is a Ferrothorn. Now we can also trap with Wobbuffet into Dugtrio. Lugia. Looks like Shedinja is not going to be doing all that much this game because Lugia probably has Toxic. Ferrothorn probably has Leech Seed. I imagine Zacian has Crunch. So yeah, that's unfortunate. And I guess it can wall Blissey. But we'll see. So I think I'm gonna lead. Should I lead Skarm? So I think. I think I'll lead Skarmory, but I think he might lead Zacian. So it looks like I have the Yveltal lead. And we gotta save Yveltal here for this Calyrex, or we're gonna get swept by Astral Barrage. 120 base power ghost move. Unlike Spectrier in or Spectrier or the horse in OU, this thing actually has some coverage moves. Not great coverage moves, but some coverage moves. It has bug coverage, it has fairy coverage, a weak fairy move, and then it has I don't know what else. I guess that probably has dark coverage. Oh, it's grass coverage. This is great. But yeah, of course, the scariest thing is Leech Seed. But if we Dragon Dance up with their Zekrom, we're going to be faster. Supposing it's not Scarf. And it very well might be on a team like this. I don't expect the Yveltal to be Scarf. Zacian can't be Scarf. Ferrothorn is obviously not Scarf, and no one would run a Scarf Lugia or Blissey, so this thing could very well be Scarfed. Lugia sets I've been seeing are more... Oh, I should shut the timer. What is this guy doing? Lugia sets I've been seeing have been like Ice Beam, sometimes Aeroblast, Toxic Roost, or Whirlwind, a bunch of those. Fairthorn and Ubers tends to run Gyro Ball for... Okay, so he leaves Lugia, so this is fine. Tends to run Gyro Ball for, what is it, Xerneas, and maybe Leech Seed for Kyogre, and then Knock Off just to be annoying. So we're gonna get a Rocks up here, and Lugia is weak. Trying to keep this PG. So let's just I think I'm gonna go for a Spike. Yeah, this is good. So yeah, this thing looks offensive. No, it doesn't have boots. So I'm guessing it's Life Orb. So we're gonna go into our own Yveltal. Heat Wave. Yep, that looks pretty offensive. Into Oblivion Wing. Oh god. Alright, so now I want to go into Zekrom, and this should scare it out and give me the Fairthorn. I don't think this makes contact. I kind of don't want to touch the Fairthorn. I know... Oh, this does. Oh, look, it says contact. Alright. Just reading. Reading is good. Stay in school and read. So we'll just go for a safe Fusion Bolt here. It'll take this out. I figure he's going to go into his Fairthorn, because why wouldn't you? But then I'm going to trap it with Wobbuffet, and oh, he just stayed in. That was a play. Was it a good play? I don't think so. So here comes Calyrex. So my Yveltal is weakened. And because I think that Shedinja is going to be useless. So if it's Scarf, I can take 2. But if it's like Specs or something, I can lose my Yveltal and probably lose the game. I think Shedinja is going to be super useless. Also, if it goes for Trick or something, I'd rather my Shedinja get Tricked. So I'm just going to sack Shedinja here. It's not going to do a lot. So it gets the boost, but I think it's Scarfed. Because again, we see no Life Orb. I'm just going to Roost. We see no Life Orb and no leftovers. So I mean, it could be Specs, but I don't even think Specs would take me out from here. Because I'm very specially defensive. Basically just for this thing. I like pointed at the computer like you could see me pointing, but obviously you can't. That's dumb. So I'm just going to get back to full so I can switch into this more easily. And now this thing comes in. Well, I want to save Wobbuffet for his Fairthorn. So we're going to go into Yveltal. He might Wild Charge here if he has it. But then we'll just Revenge Kill it with Dugtrio. I'm pretty sure it's in range of Dugtrio right now. You know, my Choice Scarf Dugtrio has a lot of speed, of course, because it's Choice Scarf. But I think it has like base 100 attack, so even with an adamant nature, it's still super weak. So play rough. Saw that coming. So I'm just gonna Roost here. Yeah, this guy can't touch me. So this is going well. Oh, well that's not so good. Behemoth Blade, Play Rough, Swords Dance. So I used to have one of these with counter on it, but I think I wanted Rocks and Spikes. So some of my Skarmories have counter. But what is this thing going to go for? I'm curious here. Alright, it's just going to go for setup. So I'm going to get all my Spikes up. And then I'm going to kill this with Dugtrio. And we'll go from there. I don't know if Lugia has Defog on this team like this, like with a Ferrothorn. So his last move is close combat, which is really funny because that means it can't. Oh, it couldn't touch Ninja, so this would have been useful. But yeah, we're just gonna let this thing take me out. So I guess Ninja would have had a purpose. But now we can trap with Dugtrio. And because of the defense drop, even if it was at full, it would go down. I think like we saw last game. So, goodbye to Zacian. I hope this sounds okay. I was having trouble earlier with the sound just being too loud. Sound does sound. It was too loud, I felt. So I think this might be defog. So what I'm gonna do, I think he's really not giving me his Ferrothorn. Just quite annoying. I'm gonna go into Veltal. I'd like to get a Roost off with my Zekrom. If I could. I'm guessing this is defog. It's kind of weird to be defog probably on a team with Spikes, Ferrothorn, and Rock's Blissey, or Double Hazard's Ferrothorn, but I don't know. But my Dugtrio is locked into Earthquake, so definitely getting out of there. I guess I'm just gonna knock? Yeah. Oh, it toxic me. That was annoying. Okay, so oh my god, we get a crit. That definitely mattered. Cause you know, we're not attack invested at all. But it wasn't a multi-scale. So here comes the Ferrothorn. I've been waiting for this thing. I think first I'm going to go to Zekrom and try and get a heal off. I feel like this thing is going to go for a hazard. It goes for Leech Seed, which again we live with 5. And now we click Roost. And that's what's so great about this set, is even though we have Life Orb and we take all this damage, we can just Roost it off. So really, really excellent. He's probably thinking why I switched to Zekrom in on a Ferrothorn. And looking to see whether Zekrom gets a fire move, but I'm just looking to heal here. And I do. Oh, he Gyro Balls. That does a decent amount. But we're gaining a bit of HP here, so this is not the worst. Alright, he starts setting up spikes. Yeah, so, yeah. I wonder what his last move is. Maybe knockoff? If I can catch it on a hazard, that would be great. Why am I saying So if I can, yeah, if I catch it on a hazard, Wobbuffet here has a lot of speed. Actually, enough speed, I think, to outspeed Blissey's. That was, and certainly more speed than a Ferrothorn. It goes a Calyrex. Shadow, but like we said, this thing is Scarfed. And he just took a bunch of hazard damage. But we gotta get out of there, because we're Wobbuffet. He could switch too, because he's a Ghost type, and Ghost types now can't get trapped. I'm gonna Roost once, then knock off. Yeah, I thought he'd stay in, but I couldn't risk it. Yeah, he stays in again. I'm not surprised. This thing's sort of a problem. And he doesn't want to take hazards again. Yep, Choice Scarf, like we thought. So I think this is going to be an easy cleanup for Wobbuffet / Zekrom / Dugtrio. So I'm just going to knock this off and probably die. Or faint. Pokemon don't die. They only stop having the will to fight. Hopefully they have a good healthcare. They do have great healthcare, right? They have those Pokemon centers. It's like free healthcare and you're instantly healed. So it's they faint and then, you know, they're better. Okay, so it looks like this guy left. He realizes he's not gonna win with a Blissey and a Ferrothorn. Ferrothorn is amazing even in Ubers, just never dies. But of course it's always really annoying to play against, which is why I love having a Wobbuffet and a Dugtrio to trap and take it out. Alright, so that's the second game. Let's see if we can't get a third one immediately. If not, I'll pause the video. But we got that. Oh, yep. Oh, and we got randomness. Now, you might say, well, this guy doesn't have an OU team. But I guarantee that I how should I say this? I've had a lot of trouble with these weird teams. Sometimes they do weird things and you don't know what to expect. So Flareon is probably checked by Dugtrio. Zatu by Wobbuffet. So yeah, like this thing is a problem. This what is it? Archeops. So what do I want to do against that? Because if this is like that Meteor Beam set, we could be in trouble. If it's like Lead Rocks, I'm not so worried. Table, Avalug here. Very defensive, and then this thing shouldn't be too much of a problem. We do have Shadow Claw on Duggy. The Shadow Sneak would hurt. So yeah, I'm gonna lead Wobbuffet. Oh, and oh no. So he let Ditto. So now he's trapped, or it's trapped, and it's just gonna die to pee-pee stall. So that was an excellent lead. And now we're gonna sit here and I guess I'm just gonna. Oh, it can get out. What? Huh? That was interesting. That was quite strange. I think it could get out. Okay. I think I'm gonna go into Scarm here. Yeah, on what I thought would be a Toxic. And then I'm gonna go into Zekrom? Question mark? Actually maybe I'll just go to Veltal and click Knock. How did that Ditto get away? I'm so confused. Shadow Tag's a weird ability. It's not something I completely understand, I will say. So he goes into Flareon and almost dies. And it looks to be bulky. So unless it's Jolly or something, it shouldn't outspeed me. Won't Toxic me, I hope. Oh, well, it protects. I'm just gonna keep clicking Knock. If this thing wasn't gonna do much, I don't think, because Dugtrio is always gonna trap it and take it out. Again, I'm a little scared of that Archeops coming in afterwards. I might go to Wobbuffet, I think, because I have Mirror Coat, so that could be a thing. Although I kind of like Wobbuffet to trap this Avalug, because that thing is going to be a pain in the butt. Oh, he goes into the Avalug. And it has Helmet. I feel like it's going to Toxic. But maybe I still want to go into Wobbuffet and try and tickle this down. Did the Ditto have heavy-duty boots? Like, I'm confused. Oh, not heavy-duty boots. Shed Shell? I'm quite confused. Okay, so you turn out. Yeah, going to Wob. It goes for Avalanche. We can maybe... We're really fast. We're base 150. So we can Encore into Avalanche. Go for Charm, just to really take its attack down, and hopefully live longer. Again, this is doing not much. Soon this is going to be doing less than leftovers. And now we're going to tickle it down to plus -6 or whatever. Gotta repeat the Encore. I'm really confused about this Ditto. It must have had Shed Shell, which is so random. Oh, that was a crit. Ow. So we're going to continue tickling this Avalugg. And for some reason, being tickled lowers your attack and defense. As you probably know from being tickled before. And you were like, oh, my attack is lowered, and so is my defense. So, yeah, I like to use... look at my Wobbuffet's PowerPoints on Tickle to know how many I've done. Because I want to get this thing down to, of course, -6, if I can. And actually, I'll eventually be, well, not yet, but I'll eventually be gaining health, because, yeah, so we're gaining like 2% per turn. But we'll tickle this down, and then I think Doug Trio can switch in, not on a crit, of course, and trap this thing, and it should die. Because this is a big fat wall, and also possibly a spinner. This is a weird team. So this guy's pretty low. So actually, this guy probably just doesn't know what he's doing. And Ubers, I'm taking him too seriously. But these weird teams where you don't know what they're gonna do, they can sometimes catch you by surprise, and you just lose for no reason. So we've used 6 tickles. So now we go into Doug Trio. We still take 35 because we're a Doug Trio. And we take this thing out. It's trapped. Can't leave. Goodbye. So maybe he'll go into his shed shell. The shed shell ditto. Heck. I really expect to outspeed. Oh no, it's not shed shell. How the heck did it get out? I am so confused. Confusion at a million right now. So it's clearly Choice Scarfed, but I guess Shadow Tag, you can't trap other Shadow Tags? There used to be before that if you had a, I think in, I don't know what gen, but if you had a Wobbuffet versus another Wobbuffet, before Struggle had recoil, it would just be an endless battle because the Wobbuffets couldn't do enough damage to each other with Struggle. Okay, here's the threat. I very much expect a rock move right now. I kind of like this thing because it definitely beats his last 3. Yeah, I don't think we need Shedinja. Again, Shedinja is going to be Shed Ninja. Oh, Stone Edge. Holy crap. That was scary. So it's physical? That's bizarre. Is it like Bandit? We could go in and charm it. Or, yeah, we could charm it if we want. Or I guess we could go into Zekrom and click Dragon Claw. Yeah, that's also a possibility. It could not be Choice and have Earthquake, but then I don't think it'll take me out because I'm a Zekrom. So I'm gonna go into Zekrom here and just click Dragon Claw. Because I have Terravolt, which is like Mold Breaker, this Shedinja is gonna die. Oh, it has a Sash. Okay. So I guess we just, I kinda don't want to take a Shadow Sneak from this thing. Because I want to be able to live a whatever. I think this thing is Choice. Yeah, health on a Veltal isn't very important. Hopefully it doesn't go for Toxic. Oh, it goes for Wisp. That's, mildly annoying. And for, okay. Okay, dude. Cool. We could get Greedy and Roost here. But, I don't think it's necessary. Toxic, Will-O-Wisp, Protect. It goes into Ditto. Well, Ditto has less power points than I do. So, yeah, Shadow Tag must not work the way I think it works. We're gonna roost here. Oh, it knocks off my boots, but my opponent doesn't appear to have any entry hazards, so I don't think I care. I kind of go to Scarm. Yeah, let's go to Skarmory, I think. Should I U-turn? Do I need health on this? I don't think I need health on this. Because it's gonna crush Xatu and Shedinja. So we're just gonna U-turn. Oh, he U-turns and gets a crit. That was excellent play by my opponent. You gotta remember how skilled your opponents are when they get crits. It's so skilled, such a skill thing. Goes into Archeops. Takes the U-turn. Now we're back into Zekrom. And now the Ditto is kind of scary. I kind of don't want a speed tie, but I guess... Alright, we're just gonna go... Yeah. We're gonna go for Dragon Claw, take this out. And so my opponent, I think, has to go to Ditto. Otherwise, she loses. And it's a speed tie. But I have a Life Orb. And this thing has nothing. I guess if... This thing is going to be a problem. Oh, I win the tie, and Life Orb Dragon Claw takes it out. So here comes this Archeops, which is scaring the bejesus out of me. I'm really scared of, like, Banded Earthquake here. Knockoff. Interesting. That might be Banded. That did a heck of a lot. I'm just gonna roost this off, because again, I'm scared of the Archeops doing bad things to me. Let's see. Yeah, let's go into Veltal. Oh, it goes back into Archeops. Okay. I mean, I am a physically defensive Skarmory, so that does nothing. Okay, maybe I had nothing to fear here. Alright, my opponent is gonna have to make this double, like, a million times. They are. They're gonna run out of Stone Edges pretty soon. Yeah. Switcheroo. Choice Scarf. Oh, it's Scarfed. Okay, that's random. I think we just start Iron Heading things. Yeah, this guy had an interesting team. We'll say that much. Oh my god, I knock it into Defeatist. I kind of wish to just kind of die and let Zekrom clean this up. So let's sack Veltal here. Hopefully. Well, almost. Yeah. So Zekrom's gonna clean this guy up. Knocks, that's fine. Yeah, this thing could knock us off. Oh, and it does have Earthquake. I knew it. But we're just gonna clean up with a couple Dragon Claw. Well, a Dragon Claw probably into the Fusion Bolt. Oh no, I clicked Dragon Dance. Oh my god, the throws. The throws. They're both dragon moves. They're both... Oh no. I clicked the wrong button. Okay. Alright, yeah, I meant to click Dragon Claw, but instead I clicked Dragon Dance, because I wasn't really staring at this very well, and... Okay. There we go. Now we got the sweep. And we died a Life Orb. Alright, so that's another win against a guy's interesting team. I'm running an interesting team too, but, you know, Wobbuffet and Dugtrio both are Ubers, or their abilities are. Skarm's pretty good, and Shedinja's actually legitimately a good mon in Ubers, so. But this guy had way too much heat. Alright, so let's get another. I guess I'll pause the video until we find one. Alright, so we got another guy with a sticky web team, which is interesting because my opponent also has the Stack Attacker, which I guess would be Trick Room. So, paint me confused about this. But probably Galvantula lead if I had to guess. I think what we do is we lead Dog Trio, trap the Galvantula and get rid of it. We lead Corvinight. Alright, now I'm just all the confused. So this thing could body press. So I kind of don't want to switch into Zekrom. So I guess I'll go into Scarm, but it's probably going to U-turn. Oh, it bulked up. Wow, that was the thing I did not expect. So we're going to go into Wob. Yeah, this low ladder can be quite scary. Yeah, so we're going to Encore it into this. Let's see. And then start clicking Charm. Oh, his Mirror Armor. Oh, this is no good. Huh. I don't know what to do about this thing. Yeah, we really can't beat this. So it's already a +4. I told you, a low ladder is scary because Mirror Armor Corvinight, which we can't actually touch. I wonder what other moves it has. Well, if it can touch Shed Ninja, I think we've lost. So we're just gonna set up all the hazards and hope this thing can't touch anything. I'm really curious. I mean, if it has the kind of fighting dark coverage, we are probably pretty screwed. As fighting, oh wow, that did nothing. So he only has 16 body presses, or 15 more. So what we can do here is hopefully not get crit. Oh, we're gonna be faster though. Right, so the body press is actually gonna do twice as much. Oh, that's really bad. So, I'm just gonna get my last spike. And it's Defog. Bulk up, body press, defog, roost. Okay, this thing cannot touch Shed Ninja. That is hilarious. Unless it doesn't have roost, which would completely shock me. So I'm gonna go into Shed Ninja here because I wall this thing. I think roost is gonna be its last move. Nope, it has Drill Peck. No, yeah, I think we lost because this thing completely beats my whole team. All right, yep, that's a loss. I guess we'll say GG. That's weird. Yeah, that is unexpected. Drill Peck, body press, Corviknight. I guess I should have led Zekrom, but who sees that coming? Alright, we got another guy here with a pretty standard looking team. Alright, a lot less scary than that Corviknight. Corviknight for Ubers. That thing's super scary. So leads on my opponent's side, probably this Necrozma to get up rocks, or the Yveltal to be Yveltal. So let's lead Yveltal. Everyone loves leading their Necrozma. So actually, I'm going to go straight to Wobbs. I'm not even going to mess around with this thing. Yeah, now let's tickle this thing. Let's take this thing out. This thing is just so fat. Just sits around, and it sets up stealth rocks, and it doesn't die. Just annoying Pokemon, honestly. I'm really not a fan. I mean, it's amazing. It's really good. It kind of checks... Jesus Christ. It kind of checks... What's it called? Okay, I don't know why I switched up moves. It kind of checks what's it called? Zacian. Somewhat. And a crit. So, yeah. That sucks. I don't know if we can trap this now, but I don't think Duggy's going to be useful for anything else. That was really annoying. Hopefully we take this -2 photon geyser, barely, and we take this thing out. So, our Doug Trio has one more switch in left. Calyrex, of course, comes in here, because why not? I kind of don't want to get tricked. So I'm just going to click Earthquake. This thing is probably Specs. Yeah, which is just the most overkill. I don't think Specs is going to do much here. Oh, it switches to Ditto, so this is great. No more rocks. So a U-turn. I was thinking of going to Shedinja, but that's a crazy play. Now we're going to U-turn ourselves. Get our Shedinja in. And my opponent doesn't look like they have a Steel type anymore. So I'm just going to click Toxic. Because I doubt this thing is running, I don't know, something to touch me with. I think this thing is pretty walled by Shedinja. So it goes into a Veltal. This thing looks offensive. Yep, definitely offensive. Oh, another crit. This guy is really good at this game. Good skill at Pokemon is getting lots of crits. Why is he so slow? I am like almost mid-speed. I am, yeah. I think I'm gonna knock this thing just because I want to be more health to take on Calyrex here. And this thing's gonna go down anyways because it's toxic. That's why we have Toxic on our Shedinja. Because I knew this thing was going to switch in. Jeez, okay. Alright, Xerneas comes back in. I mean, he can double again, but... Okay. Well, this is a free Skarmory. And free rocks. So, free rocks is free rocks. Yeah, I'm not really scared of many Pokemon on his team. He has this Lugia, which I don't think is going to do jack diddly. Yes, what I'm guessing is... Well, it must be Specs or something, because my Scarf Doug Trio outsped it. Or maybe it's, what's that item? The one that increases ghost moves? Shadow... Not Shadow Tag. Spell Tag. It could be that. Although it looks really weak. So I don't know. I don't know what this thing is doing. But I think we have this game. No scary, okay, and the Ditto comes back. No scary, what's it called? Corvinites to beat our team. And Nox, okay. Get a nice nice U-turn there. Going to Skarmory again, I guess. And just start setting up more spikes. My opponent might have Defog on Lugia. Maybe. Ow. Jeez. That is like no... Okay, yes, you're knocking me. Yes, I already lost my item. Yeah, that's like no attack investment. And that still does a lot. Oh, my opponent forfeits. Yeah, I don't think he was Defog on Lugia. So I think, yeah, we just kind of had that wrapped up. So I think we're going to stop there. It's been about 40-some minutes. I don't know. I'm just new to this video editor. That wasn't even the right thing. I should have opened OBS. But anyways, this has been the team. Zekrom put in some work. Wobble put in some work. Everyone really put in work. Apparently this team is really weak to bulk up No Roost Corviknight, but I guess I'll just take that L. And I'll put the team in the description so you can try it on ladder. I think it's a pretty good team. I don't know if it's the greatest team ever, but for low ladder, it's perfectly fine. And even on high ladder, I've had some success with it. Zekrom's just really good right now because Ho-Oh, Yveltal, Lugia, Kyogre are everywhere. None of them like taking a Fusible. So yeah, and things that like taking a Fusible often are Dragon types. So this thing's pretty great. Gotta love Zekrom. So thanks for watching, and leave a like, and yeah, I'll see you next time.